Good morning, I'm JahLogic, and this is the Morning Rant. And with me, I have my two co-hosts, Vanessa V.Smilez.
Hey, good morning.
And Stephon. What's good, brother?
Good morning.
Good morning, V. How you doing?
Always a pleasure to be here.
I'm good. I'm great. I'm ready to get into some things.
All right,
Like going out in the street. So
that's what's up. Stephon, yourself?
Oh man, I'm excited. To talk about it. It's gonna be a good show. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, yeah.
So Turn, the United Ronin Network, aka Ralph, says, good morning. Good morning to you, good brother.
Good morning.
Yeah. Let me switch up some things on my end really quick. However, V, you were celebrating your birthday early, you said, huh?
yeah, as soon as August has started, the Henny's flowing. And it's been kind of nice. It's been kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been like shit-faced in a while, but I didn't throw up, so I'm okay with that. You know, it's just okay I feel like it's okay to get to that point every now and again.
You deserve it. You deserve
exactly. And in light of celebrations, I think people should definitely go all the way hard and celebrate. Because nobody knows what's happening in the world, so you got to do what you can.
Listen, I turned up. You hear me?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what you got to do.
It was an irresponsible turn up too at home. I got so drunk, I fell asleep with niggas in my house.
Oh damn!
Nah, look like y'all had fun though, man.
That's what's supposed to point.
Great time.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up. So yeah, we have a lot of stories for you guys. Hopefully we can get to them all. If not, there's always tomorrow.
Yes.
As you know, here at the Morning Rant, we hit you with current news and sometimes current-ish news, and we help you come to your conclusion via critical thinking. That's what we aim to, promote here, critical thinking. And salute to everybody in the chat. I see Ralph. I see Redemption Song 76. One of the OG reps, both two OG reps, union reps. She said, salute to all, salute to you. Thank you for pulling up this morning. And we're going to get right into it. Let me just pull up this story. And we want to speak about your boy, Nick Cannon. Let's get into Nick Cannon first and foremost. Nick Cannon is, I guess, casting his vote for Kanye. So this comes to us via TMZ, and let's get into this article. It says, Nick Cannon, Kanye's got my vote. They quote Nick Cannon saying Kanye's got my vote. And I guess he's walking through, the airport or a mall. I don't know. His mask is pretty cool. And it looks like some pseudo Bane mask or something like that. With that being said, I'm gonna play the video. We're gonna get right into it since there is a video. We're gonna see what Nick Cannon is talking about. And let's get into it. Let me make sure the volume is good. And here we go.
All right, so look, if you got atonement, I'm gonna ask you this: the cancel culture. Do you think it's fair? We're seeing it happen to you, to Ellen.
Like I said, it's going to be cancel culture, it should be council culture.
All right. What do you think about Kanye running for president?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
But they say he's going to take votes from Biden and help Trump get elected. Is he going to help Trump?
I'm not sure. I haven't been paying that much attention to.
Are you going to vote for him?
For Kanye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
You are not.
We need another black man in
But you know he's not going to win. He can't win. You vote for him, you might as well vote for Trump, right?
Ooh,
That's what they say.
You never know, man. That's stranger things that happen in 2020.
All right, good luck.
Okay, he has a point. Stranger things has happened in 2020. You never know. Grand Rising, Mike, aka DJ Dr. Hollywood. What's your thoughts on this? The guy is telling him a vote for Kanye is a vote for Trump, which is the common perception. Nick Cannon is saying we need another black man as president in the White House. What's your thoughts on Nick Cannon voting for Kanye? I'll start with Vanessa.
I have questions. Like, I'm wondering, like, is this like one of his last stands in a sense? Like, if he didn't go through what he went through the past couple of weeks, would his stance still be the same? Like, would he still be saying, I would vote for Kanye? And also, I'm trying to wonder out, is he the first celebrity to come out and actually endorse Kanye? Because no one else that I know of has come out and actually said, like, yes, I'll vote for him. I think he's right. It is okay to have a black man in office. And I say this, like, Trump is not the experienced person to be in there. So what's the difference between Trump and Kanye?
I mean, you have a point. I don't know if I heard of anybody else endorsing him.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I don't know if he would be saying the same thing if he hasn't been through what he's been through. Steph, what's your thoughts?
One, I gotta address a statement y'all said earlier. Listen, nothing would be crazier that happened in 2020 than Kanye West becoming president. So we can cut that out. Nothing was crazier. All right. And at this point, fuck Nick Cannon. Honestly, man. It's just like,
damn, really?
I'm tired of his backpedaling ass, man. I'm this backpedaling jigaboo. I'm sick of it. You hear me? I hope they suppress his motherfucking vote. Hindsight, Nick Cannon was never a positive influence on the black community. I remember a couple of years ago when Trump was running, he was the one saying black people shouldn't vote. Black people don't vote. Black people don't vote. He had a whole campaign telling black people not to vote. That was the thing in 2016. Wow. And it was big up in Ohio, which is a swing state, which Trump got. So let's not like Nick Cannon is been with the shits. Also, good to have you in here, schoolboy. I'm on a roll right now, my brother.
I see.
So Ohio was a swing state, and so he told people not to vote.
He told black people not to vote 2016. Whole thing, right?
Wow.
Now, and also, we need to cancel Nick Cannon. We need to cancel Nick Cannon. I hope they purge him from the voter rolls. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sick of it. I hope they close down his precinct on a couple weeks before election day, so when he go look for a place to go vote, he don't know where the fuck he going. I just hope that's where he goes through. Fuck Nick Cannon.
Strong words for Nick Cannon, schoolboy. So Nick Cannon is saying that he wants to vote for Kanye via TMZ. They ran up on him while he was at the airport. What's your thoughts on this?
That's Nick Cannon being black. You know what I mean? So he basically saying, anybody black, that's what I'm gonna vote for. They could put, if Herman Cain would have been in that seat, he would have voted for Herman Cain. So it just is what it is. I get it, but being politically astute and understanding where we are in time, like, that's not the best move. If we're playing chess, you know what I'm saying? That's tic-tac-toe. So it's not a good idea.
Copy. Me personally, I think he has a right to vote for who he wants to vote for. But I agree with Schoolboy when he says he's basically trying to play up his black card. You know what I mean? He's not trying to lose his black card because he definitely, like Steph said, has been backpedaling via social media and his show. Go ahead.
I said backpedaling jigaboo. Quote me.
I'm quoting. I
Let's be
agree with.
clear.
I'm not gonna go as far as to call the man jigaboo that he backpedaled, but I'm gonna say he's definitely backpedaling since he's been almost canceled. And but at the same time, he knows he's been backpedaling and he wants to keep his black card. But let's not forget that he threatened suicide on us not too long ago. He threatened to leave us with the earth. We can have the earth or this planet or something like that, he said. I'm gonna go to some of these comments. Lord Vell in the league says K Pasa, salute to you, homeboy. Mike says he was being sarcastic. I'm not sure. He seemed like he meant what he said. I don't know. Redemption Song 76 says, please help me understand how this is helpful. Further, I know Biden is not the best candidate, but this is reckless. Yasin says Yeezy 2020. I keep telling people. Redemption Song 76 says, I agree with Steph. And Mike also says, can't take walking through an airport and talking to TMZ as an endorsement. I mean, at this point, TMZ is like a legitimate news source, right? When it comes to celebrities. So once you say it, you said it. You know what I mean? He could have said it on Instagram and is an endorsement. You feel me? It could have been a tweet.
He knew exactly what he was doing when he said that. I really, that's why I posed that question. If he didn't have his situation happen, would he be saying that right now? I think that he's really been butthurt from what's happened to him. And now he's looking for friends. And maybe Kanye could be his friend now.
He's definitely looking for friends. He's definitely trying to get his black card back. But as you'll know, we'll speak on it further in the show. Sometimes your black card is not even worth trying to recoup because people in general are full of shit. And we're going to get into it. And if my internet cuts out, I want you guys to blame Grandmaster J. Okay? Because last night I was doing my Grandmaster J homework so we can have some videos for you today so we can talk about it and talk about the black militia and this so-called leader. And my internet went out. Talking about there was an outage in my area. So I don't know. That's another strike against him, might be an agent, in my opinion. Anyway, we'll get to that later on in the show. Let's get more into this whole Kanye thing. There's a couple articles regarding Kanye right now. This one is from Forbes. It says Kanye West indicates that his spoiler campaign is indeed designed to hurt Biden. Let's read some of this article. And it says, goes on to say, in an exclusive interview, the billionaire rapper, that's another thing. Salute to Kanye. He has just been recognized as a billionaire. So salute to that man for that. In an exclusive interview, the billionaire rapper says he's walking for president as GOP operatives work to get him on state ballots. And it goes on to say, amid various reports that Republican and Trump-affiliated political operatives are trying to get Kanye West onto various state ballots for November's presidential election, the billionaire rap superstar indicated in an interview by Text today that he was in fact running to siphon votes from the presumptive Democrat nominee, Joe Biden. Asked about that directly, West said that rather than running for president, he was walking, quickly adding that he was walking to win. When it was pointed out that he actually can't win in 2020, that he won't be on enough ballots to yield 270 electoral votes, and that a writing campaign isn't feasible and thus was serving as a spoiler, West replied, I'm not going to argue with you. Jesus is king. I heard enough.
Is he trying to be president or is he promoting his album? I am confused.
You know what I'm irritated about, man?
What's up?
I'm irritated about the fact that this country is offering us, because I mean, when I say this country, I'm talking about the media as well, is offering us Kanye West, a certified madman, as a contender for president of the United States. That's not to say that mental illness isn't like a real thing and we shouldn't take it seriously. That's to say that a certified madman shouldn't be up for a real contender for the election. I mean, at least Trump's people think he's absolutely sane. We all think he's crazy. What the hell's going on here?
Vanessa.
But no, I think that honestly, ever since that they elected Trump, they've opened the floodgates for this to happen. I think that it's been the seat of the White House has been compromised. So it's like, okay, now that this guy has been able to be in the White House, why can't Kanye? Like Trump, what's the difference between Trump and Kanye? The only thing is his team. Maybe Kanye just needs to have a better team of supporters who doesn't think that he's batshit crazy. But it's weird that they're putting a lot of energy onto this, because if y'all know that he's not going to win, or he doesn't have the potential to win based on how many electoral votes that he can get, why throw energy to this? They don't throw this much energy to independent parties or anything like that. So I don't know. I think it's like a mute point, and they're doing it really just for clickbait.
Okay. Steph.
Okay. Just know this is all strategic. Where he started off in North Carolina when he did the little rally, he did his first little rally.
That shit looked like more like an album signing, but good.
Yeah. Nonetheless, North Carolina is a swing state. Expect them to be on the ballots in North Carolina. Michigan, expect them to be on the ballots in Michigan. Wyoming, expect them to be on the ballot there. Wisconsin, damn sure Florida. Oh, best believe if it's gonna be some propaganda with voting, it's gonna be right here in Florida, nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? That is consistent.
Yes.
But man, and it's just like last presidential election, we seen voters pretty much throw away their vote, giving 3% of the votes went to what's his name? Something Johnson. Who is the schoolboy? You know what I'm talking about?
Schoolboy, you hear us?
He don't.
Sorry. What state again was it?
No, this was all the states. It was somebody it was an independent who gained like a libertarian. He had like 3% of the votes. I forget his name.
Rand Paul?
No, that's not what it was.
I don't know. These nuts?
Yeah, these nuts was on the ballot, right? Was on the
these nuts got 11% of the vote in the preliminary. That was a real thing, right? But all I'm saying is like
America.
Yeah, all I'm saying is it's literally just designed. 3% of a vote is a big deal. It's a big deal. The difference between him and Hillary ultimately came down to 70,000 votes in the right places. That's how crucial it is. So it's all strategic. It's all none of this shit is coincidence. You don't call Donald Trump your father one year and then the next year you're running against him. Like you just don't do that. That's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with common sense, and I think we all here have common sense, understand that it's something else going on, right? Yeah. We all can admit that. We may not all see the big picture, but we can tell you this ain't adding up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Schoolboy, did you want to add to that, or should I go to the comments?
Let's go to the comments.
Yeah,
all right. So Kelso, peace. It's peace, my brothers. Peace, Kelso.
Kelso.
Slim says peace and good morning. Salute to Slim. Salute to Virginia Slim. Kelso says agent. Yeah, man. We're gonna speak on the possibility of Grandmaster Jay, the leader of the NFAC, the No Fucking Around Coalition, possibly being an agent.
Big suit, nigga.
Yeah, big Grandmaster Steve Harvey suit. Yeah, we're gonna speak on this man. Kelso also says Kanye for president. SMD. Louisville in the league says Biden is hurting Biden, and that's a fact. He's definitely hurting himself. Virginia Sim says, didn't Ye get busted for trying to submit invalid signatures in Illinois? We're actually about to get to that part next. Kelso also goes on to say Biden bent on painkillers and Pepto-Bismol, telling niggas they aren't black. That man definitely has some shit going on with him. And Kelso also says Kanye isn't crazy. Everyone else is. Kanye only looks crazy because he's one of the few sane people left on Earth. Uh, Keenan Kong, salute, brother, says, no, Vanessa, we're trying to get away from the crazy.
I get that.
And then he salutes the Nose Gang and says, almost forgot. And Redemption Song 76 says, the GOP is scrambling to get him on the ballot in several states. And Kelso goes on to say, common person's votes don't count. The only votes that matter are electoral college votes. Stay woke, fools. All right, salute to you all. We appreciate all the comments, all the point of views here. As you know, we're here to help you critical think and, you know, stand on your point. You know what I mean? So speaking of Kanye being alleged doing some foul business, this comes to us via Vlad TV, and the article says Kanye West may allegedly be investigated for election fraud. And they have a tweet from somebody named April D. Ryan. Says 2 states declaring Kanye West ineligible to be on Potter's ballot due to faulty signatures could open him up to an election fraud investigation. I would imagine other states where reported GOP operatives assisted him to get on the ballot will soon be reviewing election 2020. So this is interesting because they did say that those people were helping him, and we don't know how they were helping him, and we don't know if they should be trusted in helping him. So he should be wary on actually accepting these people help. Anyway, the article goes on to say previously news surfaced that noting Kanye West was removed from presidential ballot in his home state, Illinois. Now, CNN correspondent April Ryan has tweeted that West may allegedly be facing an election fraud investigation after 2 states declared the rapper ineligible to appear on the presidential ballot. CNN correspondent April Ryan tweeted, and then I already read that tweet. And then they say that this comes after there was speculation surrounding Trump's involvement in Kanye West's presidential bid, a rumor that Trump has publicly denied. Stay tuned for more details. So, yeah, we're going to echo that, and we're going to say we're going to follow this story a little closer. Stay tuned for more details. But basically, they're saying that this man is going to be investigated. I see that as very possible. And it's fucked up that he can't be on the ballot in his home state, in my opinion. Vanessa?
Yeah. I think that they should, the investigation squad, whoever they are, I think they should fall back. There's been a lot of sketchy things that happened with elections, and they still allowed people to actually become president. Even when it came to George Bush, they had the whole shit happen in Florida where they were throwing up the votes and all kinds of stuff, and they were losing shit. So it's like, there's been a lot of discrepancies with this entire system. So I'm like, if y'all let a couple of people slide, like for me, I just say, why not? Like, why do the investigation? And if he has people helping him, let that work. Let them help him.
Do you think he should get blamed if it was, in fact, the people that was helping him?
I think he should do like Trump and just fire everybody. Whoever fucks up, like if you get me in trouble, like you gotta go. No, but yeah, he probably does need to get a different group of people around him because every presidential candidate always has help. They always have some people who find ways to, you know, propel their campaign without, you know, legal ramifications afterwards. So maybe he just has the wrong team and they're doing it the wrong way for him.
Okay, copy. Steph?
Nah, this whole thing is a shit show, man. And it's making a mockery of our democratic system. I'm sorry, democracy. I'm sorry, making a mockery of our democracy. That rhymes.
Good this morning.
Listen, this whole thing, like, it don't smell right. Everything is something going on. Like I said, I don't know what the big picture is, but I know something is up, bro. I don't know what it is. We gonna find out in days to come.
We're gonna see. Hopefully, this man doesn't end up in jail fucking around with these people. You know, he is a newer black billionaire. which I think we need way more black billionaires. So salute to him for that. And hopefully these people don't sabotage Kanye in general.
We only got 6 of them.
Right. So, SchoolBoy.
Yeah, I'm not taking Kanye's campaign seriously. I'm not taking it seriously. Like I said, I'm not going to be represented by a certified madman who's out here crying at election events. And
she almost aborted his baby.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm not.
We all did.
You know. I'm sure Ray J aborted babies too for Kim or whatever, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. We're not gonna take this seriously. I think we got to be serious, man. I think we got to be real serious. Like, if the goal is to get Trump out of office, the best way to do that is to go with the other certified, or not certified madman, but the de facto madman and Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a better option to combat Trump. He's not the best option. I wouldn't vote for him for president, but in regards, I would vote against Trump. But if I'm going to vote against Trump, I'm not going to vote for Kanye. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
But I might as well just vote in his pocket.
I'm about to say that voting. Let's say Kanye won, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically,
right?
Do you think the world is in a better position? Seriously.
I would just sit back, watch the show, and my biggest hope would be that he doesn't emotionally press the button or start any wars. That would be my. I think that would be my biggest concern.
They wouldn't let him. The people in that White House wouldn't let him. Like, it's
unless they wanted him to, because at the end of the day, the president is a puppet. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Listen, Obama had received more death threats and more assassination attempts than any other president. Right? This is a known fact. They wouldn't. I promise you, Kanye would receive the same amount of attempts, but somebody gonna get through. Listen, I don't think the Secret Service gonna be working quite as hard for Kanye. They might be like, damn. Oh damn! Oh, the shooter was right. I messed up. Damn.
It wasn't my chef yet. I come in at 4:00. He was supposed to be over there.
That's a good point. I think he would make it easy for them because he would want to be the first president walking the streets of Soho. He's going to want to go shopping amongst the people. He's going to want to do a lot of.
He's not going to wear suits.
He's not going to wear suits.
He's going to be walking.
He's going to be walking around. He's going to be walking around Southside Chicago barefooted. Acting crazy.
But he gonna be out there. Andre 3000 gonna be his head of security. He gonna be blowing the flute and shit. You know, and that shit's gonna be crazy. And you know it's gonna be a cookout every weekend. You know, niggas just running around in the yard. They're gonna be on Fox News talking about they turned America into a shithole. These niggas taking over. It's gonna be. And
they're gonna return the Oval Office into a studio.
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all playing this shit sound lit.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna have a stripper pole in the Oval Office. Like,
they're gonna have a concert on the front lawn.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. But here's the funny thing. You know that's how these presidents got down back in the day, right? Before there was a fence around the White House, they had to put the fence around. The folk would just show up, be barbecued and shit. Yo, I want to talk to that nigga Washington, man. You know, that's how they used to get down.
And when he dies, as a former chief and commander of the United States, they will literally bury him inside of a Gucci store.
Damn.
Oh shit!
This shit will be lit. I might actually get a pair of Yeezys if that shit happens. The price would definitely go up on those Yeezys. You know what I mean? So let's read some of these comments, and we have a special guest in the building, and we're gonna get to our next topic. But let's read some of these comments. The GOP is scrambling to. Oh, we read that part already. Sorry, we read that one as well. The Aboriginal She Amarukan News Press says Ali Muhammad for president of the United States of America. block vote campaign for indigenous people's jurisdictions. Think about it. I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's an I'm trying to be respectful. So there's a guy for organization who his name as this guy as this is actually my cousin who said, not the guy running for president, but the guy who left the comment. His name is Ali Muhammad, and he runs an organization telling people that look like us that we're indigenous, and he's running for president himself. And most of us haven't heard about it. Would you vote for somebody who is part of an indigenous organization for president?
If they got money, like if they got money and they're like, if you become an indigenous person and you vote for me, I'll put 50 grand in your pocket, I'd vote for him.
Fair enough. Steph? I'm sorry, V.
No, go ahead.
I don't think indigenous to what is really
indigenous to the Americas.
That ain't me, folk. That's somebody else. I'm just saying, nah, bro. No, and I mean this with all due respect. I'm not indigenous to the United States. Wrong guy.
V?
I am indigenous to the United States. I know that my people were here before all of these other people showed up. But for me, I have never voted. I believe that presidents and people who become presidents are already chosen by other powers. So for me, I've never voted. So I really don't have plans on voting. I feel like my taxes are my votes. I pay taxes every single year, and they do whatever they want with my taxes.
Yeah, Vanessa low-key of Jehovah's Witness. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, you one of them.
Yeah. She up in the Kingdom Hall singing Kingdom melodies. That's what's going on. Somehow I don't vote. I see you, Vanessa. I knew something.
I've been tortured by everybody about voting. I've never voted. And I've just never voted. I support people who do vote. I have nothing against people who vote.
And that's why you be
but that's just not me.
That's why you be so nonchalant about the Kanye West thing. You don't care. You ain't.
I do care.
Like, man, fuck all that. I ain't voting no way.
I'm not voting
Kanye,
anyway.
you know damn well you ain't gonna vote.
Goddamn right, Kanye.
All right. Yeah. Let me get to the rest of these comments. London Taylor says afternoon. Good afternoon to you, sir. I believe he's across the pond.
Okay. Good afternoon. Man.
Thank you for checking in. Kelso says allegedly investigated, quote unquote. Sounds like the words of a tabloid trying to dodge a future lawsuit for defamation. I say Conway. I vote for Conway for president. Kanye or no way. 2024. Okay. World Financial Group, salute to you, says they're trying to use Kanye to split the minority vote. Chris Jones says good morning. Good morning to you. Salute to you, Outlaw. Thank you for being on the check-in, my dude. London Taylor says WFG. I thought the same thing. And Redemption also says WFG facts. Kelso says he cried over the death of his child. Are you calling him a madman? Seems like he's the only one with sense.
His child ain't dead, my nigga. That child is alive and kicking. He talking about a possibility. Listen, he already got he got 3 kids, right?
4.
4? Mm-hmm. Ah, man, come on, man. You talking about I almost made her get an abortion.
Wait.
Welcome to America. We all did it. We all just say, listen, hey, we done had sex with that woman, that questionable woman. Now we like, listen, you ain't gonna keep it, is you? We done been there. Stop that, Kanye. To make that an emotional thing, get out of here.
Lloyd Vell in the league says Kanye needs help not to be president. And London Taylor says Kanye is still salty about Obama calling him a jackass.
Facts.
That's really what it is, especially because he was the senator in Chicago. That's where Obama got his reins at, and then he called the hometown kid a jackass. He hurt, big hurt.
Mind you, Obama's not from Chicago. I don't like this whole he's from Chicago thing.
Yeah, ain't from Hawaii or something like that.
I'm not saying you said it. I'm just saying it's just people always like bringing it up, like, oh, the guy from Chicago and all this. And it's like, yo, this dude is not from Chicago. Like, cut it out. This nigga had one non-profit job in Chicago, and all of a sudden he was a fucking Chicago revolutionary. The whole Obama thing, it irks me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? How much props they give him for shit he didn't do. You know?
At the same time, let's be honest. When a nigga been like you 18 years old and you move to somewhere and you live there till you 38, you not from Hawaii no more. You from Chicago now. That's just what we be like. Where you from? Be like, I'm from Chicago.
You know, I got to look up how long he was there because that's a good point. That's a fair point. I think, like in New York, a lot of people are like that. Like a lot of people are transplants, but once you've been there long enough, like of just say a few years, and you know the landscape, we just look at you like in New York after a while. You know what I mean? So I get that, but you know, all this guy's from, I don't know, man. It just seems like they act like he's homegrown. And just sidebar, the thing that Obama did the most to piss me off was he fucking bombed the moon. Does anybody remember this shit? He let them send a fucking missile to the moon looking for water. and the most disrespectful part about that was that same morning they did that shit. He got his Peace Prize. So nobody was worried about the fucking missile going to the moon that could affect this whole goddamn planet. Everybody was like, "Oh, he got a Peace Prize today."
Hold on.
Look it up, my nigga. I was
Logic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Logic.
Go ahead.
Listen, I this is new information to me. That's first off. Secondly, my God, this ain't Umbrella Academy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna blow up the moon and the moon gonna come and crashing down on Earth and wipe out and cause Armageddon. That's not a movie.
Isn't that what
that's not how it happens?
First off, a lot of movies are predictive programming, but isn't that what meteoroids are? Aren't they like rocks that come from other planets and shit like that that miss our planet every fucking day, every month, and all that shit?
We get hit with meteoroids every day. It's just they're very small. By the time they get through the atmosphere, they're reduced to almost nothing.
And sometimes they just miss us, right? So my point is like, and that's what happens naturally. Why the fuck y'all gotta send a fucking missile to the moon, my nigga? Like that shit pissed me off. When I heard that shit that day, I was pissed off. I was on my way to DC when I heard that news. I looked it up. I said, this shit can't be real. I looked it up. It was real. I was vexed. You know what I mean?
That man Logic was outside the White House yesterday, interrupting the goddamn news, the news interview with the president. You heard about that shit?
I was vexed. I was actually just going out there to see family, but I was.
Yesterday, the president was giving a press conference, and a couple minutes in, the Secret Service pulled him off the stage, so somebody got shot outside the White House.
Oh,
salute to DC. Word. Salute to DC. Anyway, Virginia Sim says he's too unstable. He can't even run his household, let alone this fucking country. That's a good point. Kelso says Yeezy.
Sorry.
Kelso says Yeezy and $600 t-shirts with holes for everyone. Homeless clothes for everybody. World Financial Group says, speaking of agents, laugh out loud, Kanye an agent for Trump. Who his VP pick? I don't know. That's a good point too. Who his VP pick? Go ahead.
Oh, I just Googled it. This is not the first time that they bombed the moon. They also bombed the moon October 4th, 1957.
I wasn't born then.
And look what happened. Look what happened all through the 60s. Havoc. 3 years later.
That's true.
He also says the album made at the White House will be nuts. The acoustics will be crazy. The Aboriginal She Amarukan News Press says it says Ali Muhammad for president, Kanye West for vice president. The USA is a republic form of government, and the word democracy doesn't exist in the U.S. Constitution. Go figure. Virginia,
boy, your answer just lost my vote. Boy, your boy ain't getting no vote, man.
Virginia Slim says Elon Musk said he'll be his VP. Oh, okay. Sleazy Aki says Euro. He's laughing. Lloyd Bell in the league says Kanye and the Secret Service are going to be wearing Yeezy and Gucci suits. Redemption Song says not likely. Sleazy Aki says that's like voting for Jam Master Fuckboy.
Oh
God. Let's not forget that's where we're going next with this. Jam Master, not Jam Master. His name is not Jam Master. His name is Grandmaster, not Jam Master. His name is
Niggas be so disrespectful, man.
I've been calling him Jam Master too. I ain't gonna lie.
Rest in peace to Jam Master J, man. Not Jam Master, it's Grand.
Don't fuck up Jam Master J's
Which
name,
is terrible. He, you know, for him to be an agent, he behind Trump doing security and stuff like that, and then you're gonna use, a perversion of Jam Master J. You should be ashamed of yourself, bro. You really should.
All right. Kelso says if he gets us nationality and benefits that come with nationality, I vote for indigenous cuz. Okay, there you go. There you go, Master. You got to vote in the comments. Kelso, my cousin is going to recruit you now. He's going to email you a bunch of videos and they're going to try to get you to join that organization.
Oh, I thought he was going to say trying to get me to vote.
Wait, but Kelso, I thought your vote didn't mean shit. I thought it was I thought you just said that earlier in the comments, Kelso.
Keenan Carl says, just play the game, Vanessa. And then Chris Jones says, no doubt to me. Salute. Then I'm just going to say Master. My cousin name is Master. Indigenous block votes for Indigenous Peoples 2020 into the future. Kelso says, Lord forbid a nigga feel away about almost clapping his baby. Y'all sick. Laugh out loud. Kelso says, now Obama, not from Chicago. Y'all was mad at Trump when he asked Obama to show a birth certificate. Don't let that go over your head. Listen, no, he's not. I'm not saying he's not American. He's not from Chicago. The nigga's not from Chicago in my book. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga popped up out of nowhere. I feel like these presidents are already chosen.
Not to mention Obama is a distant relative to George Bush. Let's not forget about that. Don't let
wow, yeah.
And it was a child who figured that out.
Crazy. All right. Chris says, laugh out loud, but y'all got some funny names for these celebrities. First it was Snitch 9, now it's Kanye. Sleazy said Obama should only have credit for being the first half black president.
Facts. We need a whole one in there. We need a whole one in there.
Lowerville in the league says Obama was in Harlem before Chicago with a white Jew girlfriend.
Exactly.
Smoking spliffs. Keenan Khan says Umbrella Academy, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing.
Master says, and they killed Muammar Gaddafi on Obama's watch.
They sure did. And he said that was his worst mistake of his presidency.
And
he did say that. Wow.
And they also bombed Africa. Let's not forget that. They bombed Africa under his presidency. Keenan Kong says Jupiter protects us the most from meteoroids, asteroids, then the moon, then the atmosphere. So you see what I'm saying? Okay, that's a good point. Virginia Slim says album title inauguration. How about the inaugural dropout?
Oh God.
Presidential dropout.
The presidential dropout. Fire. Easy Aki says my fault. Yeah, man, don't get too confused with Jam Master's Grandmaster. All right, Kelsey says my vote don't mean shit. You're right. Laugh out loud. Sleazy Aki says, but we only voting for Yeezy. And Chris Jones says, Master J, salute to that brother, man. He's doing big things out here. And World Financial Group says, I'm sure Obama approved the bombing based on analysts, facts, and objective opinion from team members' recommendations with scientific community. That's probably why it didn't get a lot of hype. It didn't get a lot of hype because they didn't want it to.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking bombed the moon and gave him the Peace Prize the same day.
My God.
Not to mention the fact. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, just not to mention the fact that the drone warfare really gained traction during his tenure. A lot of American citizens were bombed and killed by drones in foreign countries based on his, you know what I'm saying? So you really don't have no quarter. As much as they could have done it before, they didn't have a precedent to do it with the president's permission. And now they do. So it is what it is.
All right, cool. All All right, so we have a few more comments coming in. I'm gonna read this one, and then we're gonna go on to the next topic. Lauren says Eisenhower's mother was a biracial woman from Scotland, so he has black in him. So Obama wasn't the first biracial president. Okay, there we go. So we have two special guests in the building. Hopefully they're ready. We have my homeboy SlikDaRelic. He's coming back to join us.
Hey,
What up?
What's good, brother? How you doing?
What's good, y'all? I'm good.
You chilling?
What's going on?
You know they're gonna bake you again. They're gonna say you're on witness protection because we can never see fake.
Well, first of all, let me go back to what y'all just was talking about. Yes, I would vote for indigenous person. We only had one black person, the whole presidency. You know what I'm saying? Why not give somebody else a chance? Let's see what that person can do. You know what I'm saying?
no,
no. As far as bombing the moon,
not this nigga.
Yo, they've been trying to create a black hole for the longest.
Amen.
Don't even think one day we might get swallowed up in a black hole, and it's because of some scientists that created that shit. That's all.
I'll be all for it. As long as we all go at the same time, I'm down. This fucking planet is a piece of shit. The people on this planet is the worst. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get into that next. Antoinette, we have Antoinette. Antoinette, how you doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
We're good. We're good.
What up?
Hey,
Unfortunately,
How you doing?
we might lose SchoolBoy soon. But let's get into it. Since we have you guys here, and we want to speak about Grandmaster J. I said it right? Grandmaster J. If you watch past episodes of the Morning Rant, and I'm going to give you the exact episodes that you should be watching. We did 2 shows mentioning the Not Fucking Around Coalition. The Not Fucking Around Coalition is the black militia who marched on Stone Mountain in Atlanta. Is Atlanta correct?
It's Georgia. Stone Mountain is one of those small cities right outside of.
Yeah.
Yo, quick update. The opposition is going to march on Stone Mountain this Saturday, by the way. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing about that. When we played the news article at the end of episode, I want to say 4, the news clip said that the guy who works at the park, the law enforcement officer from the park, said people march on that thing all the time. So he made it seem like it was like something really revolutionary in my opinion, but that's a place people commonly go apparently to march and demonstrate. So episode 4 of the Morning Rant, we spoke to SlikDaRelic, who was actually there. Let's not confuse SlikDaRelic for a member of the NFAC. He was there supporting the protest part of that demonstration. And SlikDaRelic is a homie of mine from New York, and he was out there and he witnessed it. So I wanted a firsthand perspective of what went on. And then in episode 11, we revisited Grandmaster J because we spoke about the fact that he's alleged to be an agent. He was alleged to be an agent by Tariq Nasheed. And I would be lying to you if I say I didn't have my suspicions as well. So on this show, we like for people to come up with their own conclusion. We like people to use critical thinking. And originally, there were a few questions that I asked that kind of got washed away in episode 4 because we end up debating, me, my man J Doug, Vanessa, SchoolBoy. We end up debating if revolution was possible in a sense, if like a violent revolution is possible. We spoke about history. We spoke about a lot of things. And it kind of got like real, like everybody stood on a square. But to be honest, the questions that I asked, if you watch episode 4, one of the questions that I asked was, because I was trying to see if this man was a liar. You know what I mean? Because he was making big claims. So one of the questions I asked Slik, and you can I'm gonna ask you again, was that I asked you, was there 1,000 soldiers? Because he said that they were supposed to be, I think, 20,000 soldiers. he made a rant after the fact, after the march. And he said there was supposed to be 20,000 of us or something like that, but it was only 1,000 of us came up here armed and things like that. And I said, was there 1,000 armed soldiers? You said it was 1,000 people, but they weren't all armed, correct? Like you were part of the protest that made up the 1,000 people, but the people that were armed, it wasn't 1,000 soldiers, correct? Slik?
I mean, it was 1,000 armed soldiers.
There was 1,000.
You want to call everyone a soldier?
Well, militia.
I didn't see 1,000 armed soldiers.
Right, and that's what he made it seem in that, in that video that I played on that show. I went to find that video. I went back into our group chat, and that video is now taken down off of YouTube.
Oh wow!
So that video and the video of him also arguing with the drivers as they drove by, which Slik, you gave us a firsthand account that people were heckling the protest. So they did approach some vehicles and speak to them. But the video I saw when they approached the vehicles, he told the driver after they had a dialogue, "Move along before you lose your life." Right. So these were the things that were played on that episode. And like I said, we kind of got into a debate amongst about everything else, but we never really got to speak about the credibility of this man who was claiming to speak for black people. He claimed that he wanted to give black people he claimed that black people wanted the state of Texas, which, as somebody who I was schooled by somebody, rest in peace, one of my OGs, Sheikh Muhammad, who was part of the Republic of New Africa, who actually wanted, they fought for a few states. They actually had some states carved out that they wanted to be claimed as New Africa in the 60s. And those same states is the same states that Mike, what's this guy named, the rapper, Killer Mike, identified when he claimed he was building a new Africa in his mockumentary Trigger Warning. So but that's where he got that from. There was actually an organization of people who actually wanted to carve out some states in America and say, give us these states, this will be New Africa. So I thought it was interesting when he claimed to have spoke for black people and wanted the state of Texas. That's one thing that stuck out to me. I thought another thing that stuck out to me was that after the march happened, he was speaking to cameras and, as J. Doug said, getting his clout on. And he was saying that, didn't we come to kill him? Didn't we come to kill him? And, Steph said that was after the fact. You know what I mean? So I have to give, credit that it was after the fact. But I just think it's weird that he would say that knowing that he actually has an organization that he's responsible for. See, a lot of people mistake being a boss as being some type of like a badge of honor when really is a badge of responsibility. If you have these people with guns and they're supposed to be a militia, it's like, yo, why are you speaking so reckless, knowing that you can get these people targeted, possibly imprisoned, possibly get their gun rights revoked, things of this nature. These are the things that strike me as odd, just to start with. Now, we're going to get into the latest things, but do you have anything to say about what I just said, Slik? Was I wrong about anything? Like my observations, were they off? Slik?
That was a crazy pause.
You talk? No.
Yeah.
This is what I want to say. No, it's good to it's good to have observations and to have your own mindset of what's going on. And me personally, I want to see it play out. You understand what I'm saying? Like you were saying with Tariq, as far as like he being an agent and secret agent or stuff like that. You see him in the Trump crowd and all that. I don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He could be there trying to learn. He could be there trying to find out how things work, how things operate, how people move. You know what I'm saying? He could be plotting to try to run for president. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that you just gotta let out, and you just can't say, "Oh, what the fuck he's doing there?" You know what I'm saying? Why is he there? Why is he helping them? You know what I'm saying? Cash moves. There's certain things you got to do in a sneaky way or in a way that doesn't look sneaky. You know what I'm saying? To find out, to to get better knowledge of how the other side operates. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta let it play out. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say, oh, he's doing this, or that's how the conspiracy start, and that's how we as black people we constantly start piling on, and then we don't get nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
So that point of view, I'm glad you said it already because I know we don't have too much time. I know you have.
Did you guys hear me?
We heard you. We heard. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? You might have to
I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be here, but I'll be back and forth.
Okay. All right. So that basically is a little bit of a delay. All right. So basically, what he spoke about is the fact that Tariq Nasheed is accusing him of being an agent. Now, like I said, I had my suspicions. Stephon made some valid points on that show as well. Stephon brought up the fact that it's really easy to fool black people as long as you say the things that they want to hear. With that being said, I've raised the things I spoke of were what raised the red flags with me originally. Like Slik said, I did want to watch it play out. I didn't just come out and say this guy's an agent on this show. I didn't want to, I don't like, I'm not the type of person that likes to speak on what I don't know. You know what I mean? So when we went to episode, I believe it was episode 11. When we went to that episode, basically we played the clip with people questioning him originally because he ran for president in, I believe, 2016. Mm-hmm. And I want to validate that it's the right, show that I'm talking about. I believe it was episode 11. If you go back and watch episode 4 and episode 11. And we played a clip where he was in this big shoulder padded Steve Harvey suit with a wrinkled button up. Yeah, we got jokes on him, man. If anything, we flamed his suit. We flamed that man's suit on that show. And he was running for president and he was using his job interview voice. And we said there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? He addressed the fact that his name is also Grandmaster. He wasn't trying to hide from that. But now Tariq Nasheed, who was vocal about thinking he was a agent, has come out with what he considers evidence. And to me, it's nothing short of suspicious. Me personally, and I don't want to make this about you must believe what I believe, but me personally, I believe that this guy, I don't believe him. I don't believe this man is a teller of truth, because we're going to play what Tariq Nasheed deems as evidence, and we're going to play his response, and we're going to critically think about it, and we're going to break it down. All right. So here we showed it. You showed a picture yesterday of him at behind the scenes at a Trump rally, and this is the actual video of him at a Trump rally, and we're going to watch it. Let's go.
And I think we're going to do great in Ohio.
This is him standing up with the black suit, with the black suit right here to Trump's right, to the left of the screen.
Great in Ohio. And we have, who else do we have? We have North Carolina. Right? And we have Illinois. Now we're gonna have a big. I think we're gonna have a fantastic week, and we're gonna see. Is there somebody disturbing us up here? Where?
This is him.
Oh my God!
This is him doing the church wave. No, go on, preach, pastor. Preach, pastor. You know the church wave when they keep going, pastor. That's.
Go ahead, doc. Go ahead, doc.
Go on, man. Talk your shit. That's Grandmaster Jackass. I'm just going to say that.
He look like he's in full support right now.
Full support mode. But let's go.
Is that the Black Power fist? Did he do that?
Nah, he did one of these.
That was his black wrist limp. We got jokes. At very least, we got jokes. We didn't see his agent badge, but we got jokes. I got jokes on this nigga. All right, let's play this game.
Scam Master J.
Then he stood up again. As Trump is turning around, as everyone is looking, This motherfucker standing up like he about to do something. He's standing up like he about to do something.
Yeah, you the only one standing up too.
Where do these people come from?
My thoughts exactly, Trump. Where the fuck do we find this nigga?
You're not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. So we have to expand our laws, and we have to do what we have to do. We have to do what we have to do.
Okay, so this, you see him walk out of the frame? Yeah. You see him walk out of the frame? There's another clip that shows us what happens when he walked out of the frame. But we're going to continue to watch this clip. I will say this. Grandmaster Jay was sitting in between two white bitches, and I think he got one of their phone numbers, allegedly. Where did he go?
He had to go regular.
Yo, he giving a Nazi salute. Y'all see that?
Oh, let's pull that back. Let's pull
that.
Pull that back.
Homeboy with the jacket? Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
They cut it out. They cut it out, but he's definitely doing a Nazi salute.
Yeah, no reason that you put your hand up like that.
Nah.
He saluted him. He saluted him.
Oh, he
did a salute, and then he put it. I won't.
Right. And he kept it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they be trying to hide that shit.
There you go.
Yeah, because the salute usually goes down, correct? Like this. Salute,
yeah. Oh yeah, they
put
real
your hand down.
Yeah. Yeah. I see him.
Yeah. He erected that. Yeah.
You got to remember that like during World War II, we took a lot of Nazis in. A lot of those people became a part of the government.
Right.
You see what he's gotten written on his very dirty undershirt? Did you see it? Says love is the answer, and in a certain way, he's right. Love is a great thing.
Okay,
love is the answer. He's got
love is the answer. Love is the answer, Trump. Love is the answer. So,
well, I want to. Oh,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I want to pose the question. Like, okay, so let's say he did work for Trump. Let's say that he was on his team. Is it possible that he's seen the light and said fuck this white administration? No. I'm gonna go fight for my people, and then he started the NFAC.
No, that's not possible.
Maybe
he had a revelation. Maybe he was just like, no. You don't serve. He has openly said, I've served for the military, right? You don't work for the military, then work detail for the president, and then say, oh, I'm just gonna start a whole coalition. We're not fucking around. Oh, we're gonna take over. That's not realistic. It's not.
Well, let me say this though. I gotta say this and I gotta run, but so I'll play the devil's advocate and stir some shit up real quick before I go. It's possible that he has garnered a network of people within the government, within law enforcement, within the military, within intelligence services that allows him to do certain things that other people can't do. What we want to see is what he will do with that power. So we'll see. Okay. So far, we've gotten a march on Stone Mountain, and these guys found a way to shoot themselves in Kentucky, which is an early loss. Like I think Jason Black has said this the other day. Like, you get to do that when you have wins. The American government has wins. That's why they can shoot themselves, and it's not a big deal. But that's your first loss, and you ain't really got no wins out here. So yeah, man. So it's possible. I think time will tell. I'm definitely gonna say that if he's not officially, there's no such thing as an official agent. You know what I'm saying? If we all think he's an agent, whether he is or not. So I think the consensus is among Black society that the man's an agent.
All right. So my man Slik walked out of the shot real quick, but I do want to say, and I hope he hears this, that Slik is not, once again, a member of that organization. He was just someone who was at the march, and we want to speak to him as someone who actually is a firsthand vantage point, who was there, who somebody who actually follows this dude, because I don't follow him. I just see certain things he says, you know, on social media. But SchoolBoy, I hope you have enough time to watch this next piece of video really quick, because this is his explanation to why he's there. He's going to actually speak on why he was there, and this is his version of receipts. All right, so let me just go ahead and pull this up. All right, let me pull up his receipts. Give me 2 seconds. And Slik, are you still with us? Slik, you still with us? Can you hear us? I don't know if he can hear us.
I want to know what's the excuse for being at that rally.
Hold on. Slik, can you hear us? All right, so we'll play his receipts and we'll get back to if Slik can hear us in 2 seconds.
Hey, Slik using the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Hold on. Sure, that's my busy though. All right, here.
My name is John Fitzgerald Johnson, and I'm an independent candidate for the presidency of the United States.
Can you hear this? Can you guys hear this?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm a surprise to most of you, but I declared my candidacy back in August of 2015 and have waged an independent presidential bid since that time. Most of you, most recently, have seen me in video footage sitting behind Republican frontrunner Donald Trump at a rather controversial rally that happened in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you notice, I'm the only African-American in the camera shot, and I'm pretty sure that Mr. Trump had no idea that the independent candidate was observing him at work.
Slik, can you hear us now?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, this is him explaining. Have you seen this video? This is him explaining in 2018 why he was there. Did you see this video yet?
Oh, I've never seen that.
All right, let's go.
Hello, my name is John Fitzgerald Johnson, and I'm an independent candidate for the presidency of the United States. It may come as a surprise to most of you, but I declared my candidacy back in August of 2015 and have waged an independent presidential bid since that time. Most of you, most recently, have seen me in video footage sitting behind Republican frontrunner Donald Trump at a rather controversial rally that happened in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you notice, I'm the only African-American in the camera shot, and I'm pretty sure that Mr. Trump had no idea that the independent candidate was observing him at work. Let me say from the beginning, I am not a Trump supporter. I had to see it for myself. We all know how the media can mislead us with sound bites and video clips. And what I witnessed in Fayetteville, North Carolina, the multitude of people who were ejected from the Crown Coliseum simply for disagreeing with Mr. Trump and his continually egging on of the crowd to get these people out of there, even when there was an assault on a young man that I personally did not see because I was too busy watching other people get thrown out, all the way to the point where I had to leave my seat myself to protect a young Black woman who was screaming Black Lives Matter and who was about to be grabbed by the local police department. I assisted in walking with her out so that the same thing that happened to the last Black young lady wouldn't happen again. I say these things to say this to America. The Democrats and the Republicans have concocted a system and a machine that makes you think that the only people who are running for the presidency are those that the media projects in front of you. That would be Hillary and Bernie, Cruz, Marco, and of course, Mr. Trump himself. And while I have nothing but confidence in the Constitution of the United States, and while I support the electoral process, fear-mongering, racism, and bigotry have no place in the democratic process of electing the next leader of the free world, whether it's myself or anyone else. So I went to see for myself. I wanted to see it in person, and I did. So let me say to all of you all who are not familiar with John Fitzgerald, onlywecanfixus.com has been my campaign website for the last 9 months. And now that we're beginning to see that there's a very strong possibility that this man may get a chance to run for the White House, I figured that since they have systematically cut all independent candidates out of the picture, that I would inject myself into the picture. So for all of my friends, constituents out there who are thinking John Fitzgerald is a Trump supporter, quite the contrary. As a matter of fact, I would challenge Trump to a one-on-one.
So what I cut him off saying was he challenged Donald Trump also to a race, the debate on race. A debate on race. All right. Now there's another clip. Now he said he was going to protect a black woman, correct? That's what we heard him say, right?
Mm-hmm.
We heard him say he wasn't a Trump supporter.
Right. I actually seen the second clip. I seen both of those clips.
Right. But we heard him say he's not a Trump supporter. The go on and preach motion to me that proves that wrong, in my opinion. Vanessa, did you hear him? He's not a Trump supporter. He was there to observe, he says. Did you hear that? Your mic is on Teddy Riley still. There you go.
To observe, that was his final reason?
That was what he said in 2016 when he was actually running for president. He was there to observe him as the independent party and things of that nature. So now he went, and he also alleged in this video that he went to support a black woman who was screaming Black Lives Matter, even though Donald Trump in that clip said what did he have on his shirt? Love is the answer. So it wasn't a black woman. It was a guy with a dirty shirt that said love is the answer, is what Donald Trump said. But here's a clip of him out of his seat doing what he said, doing what he was doing.
He got up.
Right. Let's see if this was a black woman he was defending that was screaming Black Lives Matter.
Get your hand off of me. What is your name?
There's the dirty shirt and the dirty beard of the guy with the blue tie who said, "Get your hands off me." Doesn't look like a black woman to me. Let's keep it.
Let's go, baby. Get out. Let's go. You gotta go. Come on. You gotta go. Get out. This man.
Grand. I'm not even gonna go in yet. All right, let's go. Then let's hear what he says to this man, this or this alleged black woman.
He grabbed me. This man grabbed me. That man grabbed me.
I know. It's okay.
What is his name? What is his name?
There's the love is the answer. You can barely see it right there, but it's right in the corner of his shirt. It says love is the answer. Right there. And if you could barely hear it, but Grandmaster Jay is telling him, I know, talk about it outside. So he's helping these people kick the man out. Now, there's another video of him currently defending his position of being there. And before we get into that, does anybody have anything to say so far?
Either he's clout chasing
yes, I do.
or he's an agent. Okay, sorry.
Vanessa, let's start with you.
Well, I just said either he's clout chasing or he's an agent. It's either or. But there, he's actively putting himself in places to be seen and heard.
Okay, I accept that. He's definitely trying to be seen and heard. Steph?
First of all, that suit, I seen it on 2K17 when your my player gets drafted. That's the only place I had ever seen that suit before. Second, that nigga only has one suit because when he addressed while he was there, he was wearing the same fucking suit. Y'all notice that? This nigga got one suit in his closet. That nigga wear that bitch every Sunday.
The court.
The court, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker job interview.
Uniform.
Yeah.
I bet you he wear white socks with them bitches too.
Tube socks.
Oh God.
Oh, man. All right, on a serious note, Slik, what do you think, man? What do you think so far, man? Slik.
I'm going to as of right now, I'm leave it as he was a fly on the wall.
Slik, your phone, it's going in and out. It's going in and out. There you go. I hear you. Go ahead,
okay. You hear me? I said I'm going to as he was a fly on the wall right now. I said
you're looking at it. He's a fly on the wall, correct?
Yeah.
All right, Antoinette.
All right, so much. All right, I'm gonna start with when you showed that first video. It's a white older guy that's sitting like directly behind Trump. He's the one who tapped J Master Jam, whatever his name is, and told him to go up to go handle that up, on top. So he's taking instructions. He's not just sitting there, soaking up information and all that other stuff. You don't have to go to a Trump rally to see how you want to run for president if everybody thought that was a joke anyway. I think that he's just a plant. He's Takashi people. He's riling people up to do something so they can get popped or whatever. And yeah, it's a scam. And it's another video I showed you. Remember the video I showed you that he...
Hold on, Grandmaster Takashi. You called him Grandmaster Takashi. You can't skip over that. Grandmaster.
Oh, basically, like he's like calling people out to come do some dumb shit, and it's like y'all not even organized. You see, one dude got popped at the rally, popped himself and somebody else, and they just supposed to be standing there just holding guns and whatever. They don't know what they're doing. They're not organized. I just think that there's something that they just drawled up as a distraction because Black people love to, come follow somebody who has the biggest mouth but don't know what to do. So it's not like we're not trying to bash him. It's like you can see right through it. You can see, I saw right through it. And then people saying, oh, give him a chance so he can grow. They said that about Obama. And what he did for the past 8 years, we gave him all the excuses to let him grow and do the time, take the time and all that. And nothing happened. It's BS, and it's BS on Black people. So I don't buy it. I'm sorry.
Steph, you get
Yeah. Can I say something off topic, slightly related?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we are aware of the WAP video with Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B that came out Friday, and how it went crazy. It was all up and down my timeline, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm sure it was the same for y'all guys as well, right? And the video only got like 25 million views. Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine in his Trolls video did 3 times the numbers. And I never seen it down my timeline. It never made the radio. I believe that he is a plant. This is the reason I'm bringing up. Like, this just seems like it's planted. Like it's all a setup. It's not real. Is that just me?
And I also, no, it's not you. And I also think that he's saying all this because he didn't think people will find those old videos. That's why he's like, covering up. It wasn't no Black women at that rally. It was no type of Black women at the rally. Like I said, you can clearly see him being instructed to go do what you got to do, and then you come backpedaling and lying. It's like really.
So
only Black women at the Trump rally are getting paid.
I think he knows that people will find those old videos. What I think is that I think that Trump is really behind this. It's a plan to make Black people, I guess, not only inferior, but it's a plan to just target Black people, because not only you got Black people walking around here with guns, now you're going to have white supremacists and police officers, all these other people. They're going to feel like every Black person is now armed. They're going to feel like they're going to feel like these are more reasons to justify shooting people. I think that he's working directly with Trump, and he's just out to get his face out there. Like I keep saying, either he's clout chasing or he's an agent, or it could be both. Like, I feel like he knows he may be seen.
Let's not forget, to your point, that there are reports out there by the FBI claiming that, Black identity extremists are the problem. So when he's
not the Klan or anybody else.
Not the Klan, not these khaki wearing motherfuckers with torches, not none of them.
Not the Dylan Roofs of the world.
Not the Dylan Roofs, but the Black people who want to know where they're from and want to join organizations that, provide them with this information. But anyway, let's also, in Black identity, that's crazy. Black identity extremists. The term itself is bananas. Like, it's basically saying that if you go after knowledge itself, if you try to find who you are, if you identify where your people's from, you can be an extremist via Black identity. That's crazy.
Usually people who are concerned with where they come from also pick up knowledge and become conscious. Conscious Black man is very dangerous.
Yeah, so
the United States government.
J Doug, I see you. I'm about to send you the link in your inbox if you want to hop on as well. But I'm gonna play this last clip of him defending himself which is more recent in recent times. And I also want to go to Antoinette's point when she said she doesn't think that people would that he thought people would find the videos. I think you were referring to, correct me if I'm wrong, to the videos of who he actually was escorting out the building or helping to escort out the building, not necessarily the videos of him sitting behind him, because he addressed the videos of him sitting behind Trump. I think he forgot he was waving. Yeah, I think he forgot he was doing all keep on that shit. But at the same time, I think it's the other videos, the cell phone videos of the guy who was getting escorted out the building is where he might not have thought that people would have found. But anyway, but let's watch this video of him defending himself in recent times, and now we can have a full observation. And then I'll get into my last red flag, which is more of a joke, but it's also a red flag. This is him. I guess he has some type of vlog called The Morning Mental. Fuck out of here. This is The Morning Rant.
Y'all didn't know what time we was living in. I had to go see it for my damn self. And for you idiots out there, no one can work security for a presidential candidate. That security comes from the Secret Service. I am not a member of the goddamn Secret Service. As a matter of fact, it's so beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Moist Cupcake, for opening the door for me to get to tell this story once again, because black folks slept on it by any means necessary. I went down to Fayetteville, North Carolina to see this shit for myself. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I couldn't believe that somebody this racist, y'all didn't even peep this bruh coming. I peeped them out first. Y'all was asleep. Y'all was running around. We gonna break the glass ceiling with Hillary. Why are you trying to break the glass ceiling with a white woman that is married to somebody else that led to mass incarceration for your goddamn people? Wake the fuck up. But y'all couldn't hear me back then. Well, maybe you'll hear me now in 2020. You see, I had to put a group of people together with some goddamn guns to get your attention. But when I tried to go through the actual constitutional process of availing myself to the presidency, y'all didn't hear me. Let me give y'all some receipts. Receipt number one, my presidential campaign had a site on every social media platform. I don't know why y'all told me to do this, but I left them up. You can go see them for yourselves. While you're on Instagram, go to Team JFJ, just like it sounds, Team JFJ. That is the official Instagram account of my campaign. And you can look at a whole bunch of stuff that you slept on, including the video where I challenged then candidate, not president, candidate Donald Trump to a debate on race. I wanted to debate him. I went there to challenge him to his goddamn face. Here come the flip. See, y'all don't realize how all of this story, how they giving y'all pieces of the story. Y'all got to stay with me now. Set your way back time machine. We're going back to Charleston, South Carolina. We're going back to the murder.
Pause the video.
Oh, we're going back. Yes, we are.
Did this nigga say ew? Did this grown ass man just get on here and say ew?
Listen. We're going to get to the comments in a minute, but let's give Keenan Kong his credit for saying that this nigga's a time traveler already. He said Grandmaster Jay is the real life bishop from X-Men. He's a time traveler sent to the future to stop Trump before he fucks up the world.
Oh, God.
This nigga was time. We got it. All right, let's go back to the time machine. Let's go back.
Like he said, let's go back.
Let's go back.
My presidential campaign had a site on every social media platform. And I don't know why y'all told me to do this, but I left them up. You can go see them for yourselves. While you're on Instagram, go to Team JFJ, just like it sounds, Team JFJ. That is the official Instagram account of my campaign. And you can look at a whole bunch of stuff that you slept on, including the video where I challenged then candidate, not president, candidate Donald Trump to a debate on race. I wanted to debate him. I went there to challenge him to his goddamn face. Here come the flip. See, y'all don't realize how all of this story, how they giving y'all pieces of the story. Y'all got to stay with me now. Set your way back time machine. We're going back to Charleston, South Carolina. We're going back to the murder of the Emanuel 9. Oh, we're going back. Yes, we are. Because during that particular incident, the President of the United States came down to Charleston to deliver the eulogy for Senator Pinckney. Senator Pinckney was a friend of mine who actually worked on the legislation to get body cams placed on every police officer in the state of South Carolina. See, y'all didn't know, y'all slept. You were asleep. I've been at this for a minute.
Really quick, Slik, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I know you say you have to go soon. Are you going to be with us for another 10 minutes, or do you want to say anything in close before you leave?
No, I'm in front of the screen right now.
All right, so you good? All right, let's go. All right, cool. Thank you for sticking with us,
Yeah, I
brother.
just had to move. That's all.
All right, copy.
Yeah, no doubt.
That you get to know certain individuals in those circles. In other words, when the president came down and I was there, you can look at the videos. They're here. You see me with President Obama. When you see that, you then notice that the Secret Service is around us. You see, the Secret Service is like a small fraternity. I'm not a member of that fraternity, but the same group of people. If you ever pay attention to the people that come in with the president and the vice president, it's the same group of people. All you got to do is watch them. Well, guess what? I'm a presidential candidate. And see, that's what y'all don't understand. That's why you'll never take this from me. When you're a presidential candidate, a serious contender, you are afforded some of those same protections. So the Secret Service people who knew me from South Carolina because they protected President Obama recognized me in North Carolina. I will never forget that. It was one of the biggest moments of my life. The Secret Service came over. I was Candidate Johnson, and I'm running for the presidency. And see, y'all who ain't never stepped out of your house don't understand that in order to run for the presidency, you have to remember you're running for the presidency of all people, not just the people you want to help. You still help the people you want to help, but you don't make it obvious to them, just like they did. Trump didn't make it obvious to, well, he did. That's why I had to go see this motherfucker, because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Y'all remember the videos? They were pushing us around. They was telling us, throw them out, all that bullshit. White people was having a good time. Throw them out. I had to go see this shit for myself. But when I walked into the Crown Coliseum, Secret Service recognized me. Aren't you? Yes. Come with us. You are a presidential candidate. You have to be protected. Do you know what the headline would have looked like the next day if they had said black independent presidential candidate assaulted or, something at Trump rally? Oh, y'all have lost your mind. Who is this candidate? And why did he get assaulted? Y'all have lost your goddamn mind. So the Secret Service placed me in VIP seating. I didn't. 444, I see you. Little did I know that the next day that will be splashed. It was all on the news. That video is from MSNBC. Ain't nobody dug up nothing. Y'all was asleep. So I issued a video and I issued a challenge to this man to debate me on race after what I witnessed firsthand. And here's another thing. There's a part 2 to this. His next stop was Phoenix, Arizona. Big shout out to all my people in Phoenix. And we were going to set him up. They were going to have me as one of the people who would open up, from the community and then turn around, and we was going to snipe him into a discussion on race. Somehow the Trump camp found out that it was a setup. And if y'all remember, he didn't go to downtown Phoenix. Instead, he ran his ass all the way out to Sheriff Arpaio's house, way the fuck out there. And by the time the people figured out where he was, y'all remember it was a traffic jam on the highway out there in the desert, and could nobody get to this motherfucker. Neither could I.
Okay.
All right. Thank God.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah, it's official. He's not an agent. He's just clout chasing. He's out here. He's not. I've made this decision now. At first, I was trying to figure this out. I was going back and forth. He could possibly be agent. No, hell no. This nigga talk too much. Don't hire agents like that. Agents hide. Agents is in the background. This nigga is on shine time talking about no nigga, go sit the fuck down somewhere. No, he talks too much. They would never. The government would never hire his ass to be a fucking agent. Hell no.
Is there not such thing as hiding in plain sight? Hiding in plain sight.
Nah.
That
not. That nigga got about his
nah, he get high.
But yeah, that's my take on him.
Agent, man. Agent. Clearly, we seen all signs that he was working. He escorted someone out of the building, right? Clearly, he was on duty. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't even let him sit down and watch the rally. He had to go work. You know what I'm saying? That's just what the help do. You know what I'm saying? Then, wherever this rally was, where was his rally?
I forget.
Okay. Anyway, he said, voluntarily giving us this information. Hey, Donald Trump, after here, he left and went to Phoenix, Arizona. So me and my team, we follow him to Phoenix, Arizona. You don't just follow other presidents. That's not how it works. If you were a presidential candidate, you're not following him. You're running your own fucking campaign. Why would you follow him to two different places? You're on payroll. You are an employee. That sounds like a job. You ever sign one of them job applications? Are you willing to travel or relocate? Yes. And your goofy ass, yes. Now your ass in Charlotte and you in Phoenix, Arizona, man. He was on the clock.
Oh God.
Slik, I know you're busy at work, man. I know you're doing your thing, but what's your thoughts on what he said? What's your thoughts, man?
Like I said before, I'm gonna just I needed to play out. It's not I think it's too early. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. I feel it's too early to call it right now. You got to let it play out. That's the only thing I can say. I mean, they went to Georgia. They went to Kentucky a few weeks ago. There's nothing I can say until it plays out. You know, because like you said, we've had this has been done before. He could easily like everything he said. I was saying before you showed those videos, like he could easily be there just trying to see how things work. You know, the Secret Service stuff. I had no idea they do that. So
they don't.
But all I can do is let it play out. What you say?
They don't, my G. They don't do that. Secret Service be like, oh yeah, I know you. You that dude from I'm a teacher in VIP.
Yes,
I would never in the
right. I don't know
of nothing as the Secret Service ever done anything so irresponsible.
That's why he lying in clout chest. He trying to make himself seem so important. He like, no, they wanted me to sit up here. No,
you know how that made me feel. Hey, listen, and then the white the white acknowledgement that that made him, you know, that was one of the best moments of my life when he recognized me and said, yeah, I know you. God, white adulation was your high point.
He ate that up. He ate it up.
Well,
Logic.
That was me.
Logic. I personally have two friends that went to both rallies. So if you want, I would try to get them on here so they can actually tell you. They follow them heavy right now.
I love it. Yes, you can send them the link.
So whenever you have the next one, I'll try to get one of them on there. It's two ladies.
All right, that's a bet. I definitely would love that. Antoinette, what's your thoughts on his excuse? The Secret Service escorted him to the VIP seating to protect him.
Why? That don't even make sense, man. It don't make sense. Why would the Secret Service escort you over to come sit behind Trump? That don't even make any sense. He's just saying a whole lot of nothing, deflecting. Like I said, like your friend said, we've seen all of this before, and we've seen this play out. It's nothing going to pop off. I said yesterday, there's other militias that's out, but Black organizations that that's out but doesn't get any shine because they really about that work and they're not looking for clout. There was one prime example was with the guy who got shot jogging, and it was a Black organization that was guarding his mother house because they was afraid of retaliation. No one, that wasn't J Master, what's his name again? Grandmaster J.
Grandmaster J.
It wasn't them people. But so there are organizations out there. We just can't be falling for who, pops up and say, oh, look at me, look at me. There's others. So, I mean, what he's doing is a good thing, but I don't think it's genuine. There's other genuine organizations doing the work that's not hopping in front of a camera every time you get talking tough. So
I like to dispute your last point about he doing a good thing. I don't think he's doing a good thing. I'm with my man Logic. I think he's leading the sheep to slaughter. This is like you just got a bunch of people who have guns, and now you're going to militarize them and make them enemies of the state, and they're going to get killed. That's what's going to happen, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. A good thing is getting some Black men together to stand up for themselves. That's the good part. I'm saying what he's doing exactly what I agree with you. He's setting folks up for failure. Right. So like I said, there's there's other Black groups that's doing a good thing, that is carrying, who knows how to shoot, who knows how to organize, who knows how to be discreet, who knows, could be, and they're doing the work. There's actual, videos of them, but they're not hopping in front of a camera like Grandmaster J. They're not, antagonizing people. We should have been out here. And so,
So he said that the Secret Service escorted him to those seats. That I just don't buy it. I think it's obvious. I think we saw you cheering the president on. We saw you get up out your seat to walk over to the white guy. We didn't see no Black woman screaming Black Lives Matter. We seen a white guy with a love is the answer on his shirt, like Trump said, dirty white shirt. And we heard you tell him, "Go, it's cool. Talk about it outside," like a club bouncer. In the club bouncer, just go outside with it. You know what I mean? It's like, we see what happened.
Say it again, Logic. What he said to him?
He said, "Talk about it outside. It's okay. Talk about it outside." You know what I mean? So
you know what? I used to work at Vanderbilt, and I don't know if I should say this, but that's one of the hospitals in Nashville. Like if the president comes and if he got shot or hurt, they have selective hospitals that they send him to. So before the president comes, this was when Obama was president. So I used to work in the ER. So Secret Service used to come. We always knew when Obama came because we saw guys in suits. They don't talk to you. They don't say, "Hey, can you come and sit here?" You wouldn't even know that they're there. We didn't know unless they told us. So I don't buy that. No Secret Service agent told him to escorted him to go sit behind Trump. That's not what they do. That don't sound right. So I'm just not buying it.
He also said he met Obama in that rant or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who we now know is a relative of Bush. This shit just reeks.
Let me say something.
Go ahead.
Okay, we got to stop this, man. We got to stop giving this agent so much attention, man. When we gonna cut him off? When we gonna stop listening to him?
I don't know, man. I think I'm about to pay more attention now because I wasn't paying too much attention before, but now I need to see where it goes. But I will say this, and I said this yesterday, right? There are people like that old song from I think the 80s go. Some of them want to be used by you. You know what I mean? Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you, right? So the thing is, there are people out there who are ripe for the swindling. There are people who want to be swindled. You know what I mean? I just think it's dangerous when you're not swindling people for their money, but their life. I'm not saying swindling people for their money is right neither. But if somebody wants to pay for entertainment, pay for relief, pay for a feeling of security or whatever the case may be, that's their right. But when you having people march and, risk their gun licenses and their lives and their freedom and all that, that's when I think is a problem with me. And I think I'm gonna read some of these comments before we go into one of my last pieces of evidence. Go ahead, sir.
Nigga, did you just quote Sweet Dreams?
Yeah, Sweet Dreams. Yeah, some of them want to Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you. Yes, I did. So, Cassius Kelso said, my uncle used to buy Lucy's from Slik in 89.
Me? He said me?
Yeah.
He said me?
Yeah.
I never sold cigarettes, man. Get out of here.
Uche says, what up? What is up, bro? Yo, what's good, Uche? What's up, brother? How you, man? Thanks for checking in. Sleazy Aki, thank you for your donation. I received your cash app, brother. Says Antoinette, I hope your Wi-Fi is working today. Oh, they jonesing in the comments. Virginia Slim says, agent on video doing security for 45. Agent. Schoolboy, did you see the video we played?
Yeah, man, I saw the video, and one of the things I want to say though, I got to stay on code. So one of the things I want to say is that, do y'all remember back in like the 80s, UEP Newton was on the Donahue show?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, so when he was there, he said one of the.
I didn't watch it then, but I watched it, in later days.
Yeah. He said one of the reasons why the Black Panther Party was so successful is that they understood that everybody had a part to play. So let's say he is an agent. Okay. He's going to be moving a certain way, but he becomes a predictable agent because we can see him and we can know, who he is and what he's going to do. So the folks that are out there marching with him, they present a certain type of element to the people in terms of, putting unpredictability into the situation. If people think it's very possible that the Not Fucking Around coalition can come and get me or make things uncomfortable for me, they might think twice before they do certain things. So it just is what it is. Like I said, I'm not going to be the person that's out there with a gun, right next to him, trying to be seen. I don't like that. If I'm going to do some action like that, I don't want a television crew looking at my face. And that was happening to me before. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm out. I'm not participating no more. You see what I'm saying? So there's difference. There's levels to it. And I'll give him his due.
Okay. Well, we like to be objective and think critically here.
But Agent took down the Black Panther.
Yeah. And so the other thing about it is this. You got to know, like I said, I think I said this before in the show, if you're in a militia, you have to know, I wouldn't get into a groupthink situation unless it's my thing and I've personally vetted everybody. I know their family history. I know where their mother lives. I know everything about that person. It might not be written down, but I know where I can catch up to this person if I need to. If I don't have that, then I'm not going to move with that group as if we're all one body. I don't even know these people.
I think that's the most dangerous thing about what he's doing, though. That's why I think he's leading them to the slaughter. Vanessa, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say that's why redneck militias are successful. They are well vetted. They know each other. They've grown up with each other. They've been around each other for years, and they camouflage themselves. They resurface when they want to do what they want to do, and then they go back into hiding. I think that this whole entire coalition is too much on Front Street, and it's impossible to be taken seriously.
Okay. Kelso says anytime you see go ahead, Internet.
No, real quick. I just wanted to say, and the agent took down the Black Panther Party as well. So that's not really a good thing to be an agent and be a part of the association.
And not just the Black Panther Party, almost every militant organization we had in that time.
Malcolm X
got infiltrated. Yeah.
Facts.
So
facts.
Kelso says anytime you see groups of armed niggas in America moving in unison, there's agent involved, facto. And I agree with that. And then Kelso also goes on to say, Antoinette cute like shit, respectfully. Virginia Slim says, salute. The show has an archive now. Yes, we do. And that archive has a lot of jewels. And we don't title every episode as this is what happened. But if you haven't watched the episodes, please go back. Just watch them joints. Because there's a lot of classic moments. And I haven't had the time to sit back and edit the reel yet, but there's a lot of classic moments. And we're only on episode 15. So I look forward to where this train is going to go. Kelly says, unfold your arms, big bruh.
Hey, A nigga holding his head like holding his arm like this in his profile can't tell me to unfold my arms. You can't do that, bro. That nigga sitting there like this. I know better.
Rant, yes.
Oh,
this is the iRant Network, the morning rant. Yes, salute to Mills Lane, brother. Kelso says sometimes you need a mover around before you lose your life. Don't let that go over your head. Slim says exactly, Ja. Dude is out here acting with reckless abandonment. Let's go a little further. Rod Intelligence says, "No, I'm saying." Hold on. Virginia Slim says, "Nah, Slik. There was a ruckus in the crowd, and dude responded to it. If he wanted to learn and blend in, why would he willingly place himself on camera?" You want to answer that? Your opinion, Slik? Why would
me personally, I agree. Me personally, I agree with some of that stuff. I agree with what a few of y'all said as far as being publicly visible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would be more hidden, me personally.
Let me ask you,
so
Slik,
yeah, I agree with some of that stuff.
But
You know, sometimes you just gotta move in silence.
Yeah, the other thing we have to consider too is that when the CIA or another intelligence service puts an agent, quote unquote, or an asset into the field, they don't always tell them to be quiet. Sometimes that person is like in Egypt, it was like the brother to the president. He was actually a high up administrator, so he was always on camera. He was always on Front Street. Even if we look at Libya, the opposition there is an American citizen. He has dual American citizenship, and I believe citizenship in Libya, if that thing exists anymore. But he was living in Virginia for years and years and years, and then Gaddafi got killed, and all of a sudden he's right back in and living in a nice house too, like a $340,000 house.
You know what? And you raise a really good point that you're driving through the sticks right now. But you raise a really good point, Schoolboy. I hope you can still hear me. But there's something called an agent provocateur. Now, I don't know if you heard of this. Some of you may have, some of you may have not. But there's something called an agent provocateur. And the job of an agent provocateur is to cause some noise. It's to make noise. It's to rile people up to do something crazy. You understand? Something like when he was out there with the guns telling people, keep it moving before you lose your life. You understand? The job of an agent provocateur is exactly that, to get people to wild out, to provoke them to wild out, so that the government can do their job and clean up the people wilding out. So Lord Vell in the league says Grandmaster Slay had a moist ass. I don't know where I made that from. Hold on. All right. Lord Lavelle in the league says Grandmaster Slay had a moist ass reply to Tariq Nasheed accusations against him. Mills Lane says Trump automatically looked at him as the troublemaker. Redemption says this is clown shit. I'm prone to agree with that. Virginia Slim says all those dudes with the black suit and pin on the lapel are security. Keenan, well, this is the thing. In his defense, Slim, that's the only suit he seems to own at the time. So, you know, I don't know. Keenan Kong says Grandmaster J is the real life bishop. We read this earlier from X-Men. Keenan Kong says, I gotta stop smoking, laugh out loud. No, you don't. Keep it going. Rod Intelligence says Slik need a new camera. London Taylor says, is he related to Keenan Kong? and Keenan said, easy. Slim says, don't believe that shit. Sosa Sola said, top-notch information. Thank you for the knowledge. Well, you're welcome, sir. And Rod Intelligence says, he sounds like he knows he has no chance to win. I mean, I would think so. I mean, he sat there with that little point and shoot camera himself and did his campaign video, challenged Trump out to a debate on YouTube. My nigga, Trump is not watching no YouTube videos and taking on debates from motherfuckers with vlogs. Yeah, well, come on, my dude. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows? But anyway, Lord Lavelle in the league says Grandmaster Slay is a habitual liar. Damn it. And Virginia Grandmaster Slay. Virginia Slim says agent confirmed. Fuck out of here. Boston Boxing FKA Mike says he is trolling. So we did call him Grandmaster 6'9" earlier too. So that's a good chance he was definitely trolling for clout. Redemption says totally an agent. And then she goes on to say, spot on, sis. Speaking to Antoinette. Justin, J Doug says, yo, we hit you up. I sent a link in your inbox if you want to come on. I know you're at work today. I know this is not your usual day to come on, J Doug, but if you have a moment, feel free to pull up. Lord Lavelle in the league says Silk's phone caught the coronavirus. Boston Boxing FK Mike says he did a great job protecting that sister at the rally. We didn't see him protect the sister, and I don't know if you're being sarcastic. We see him protect the guy with a really long beard who looked similar to Rick Rubin. London Taylor said his face though. And then Boston Boxing FK Mike says that is our next president right there. Redemption says feel like I'm watching a comedy. It definitely does watch like a spoof. You know what I mean? Like it definitely when you pay attention to this guy, when you give him, and I'm going to show you more of what looks like a spoof to me in a minute from this dude before we close out the show, because that will be my final piece of evidence that, in my opinion, at very least, like Vanessa said, he's clout chasing. But I can't take him serious as a so-called black leader. London Taylor says, I like this guy's passion. He would upset a lot of people. I mean, you like his passion because he reminds you of Samuel L. Jackson. Let's keep it real. This guy's a character actor. It's a character actor. This guy's an impersonator. This guy's straight out of motherfucking Shield, Agents of Shield. This dude.
Time machine.
This dude is a time machine. Crazy. Sleazy Aki says time machine classic. Redemption Song says this can't be real. It's real, sister. Oh, it's real. Oh, it's real. Sleazy Aki says it's always traffic. It's always traffic when you need to get somewhere. Yeah, he said that Trump faced some type of traffic on the way to the next rally. What were you in the car behind the nigga? Were you in the car behind him? Were you in the car in front of him? This motherfucker, man. Sleazy Aki says, my fault. Redemption Song 76 says, he is the government's interpretation of relatable. Did we not learn anything from Al Sharpton? Redemption Song.
So is this just political gain? Because look what Sharpton doing now. He's on CNN or MSNBC being a guest analyst.
I mean, you know what? That's a good point. And I don't think that Grandmaster Jay is going anywhere when it comes to his clout is concerned. As far as his clout is concerned, he's definitely going to be a political analyst. He's already was on Roland Martin. I heard talks that
he was on Roland Martin.
I heard talks that he was on the show with Lord Jamal. He was talking with Lord Jamal. He's already doing his media runs. So he's definitely not going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? And even if we do find out that he was some type of agent, I think there will still be people out there who are going to give this dude a pass. Because even after all this thing surfaced, there are plenty of people in his comment section talking about, you're a real one and all this type of thing. Basically the internet, when it comes to the internet, real niggas is not in style no more. So I think he found, he definitely found a home on the internet at very least, which is the new medium for entertainment, information, and broadcasting, etc. So she raised.
Well, agents can be used. Agents can be used.
Okay.
Well, you know what? What you said.
Sorry, do you hear me?
What you just said just now.
So what I mean by that is this.
Hold on, Slik, go and then Schoolboy, hold your thought.
Okay, no, what you had said
was that agents can.
No, Schoolboy, hold your thought. Hold your thought. Slik, go ahead.
All right, no, No, what you had said earlier, I think it was Schoolboy that said it, is like, yo, when we gonna cut this dude off? When we gonna get rid of him? That's the point. Like you not. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be always somebody that's believes in him and believes what he's preaching. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
He's not. That's basically it. So you might get rid of him yourself. You might say, "Oh, I'm cutting this dude off," but he's gonna have people that backs him because people are fed up with what's going on out here. Let's just put it point blank. So if anybody is gonna lead a charge, you're gonna have people that's gonna believe in that person simply because they fed up with what's going on in the streets. That's it. Whether he goes the Martin Luther King way or he go the Malcolm X way, both sides had followers, and both sides believed in them.
And I believe that was Steph who said that. But Schoolboy, what were you saying? Agents can be used.
Yeah, agents can be used because what happens is the agent becomes the conduit of information to the opposition. If we're going to call them an agent, right? So what you would do with an agent that you don't really want, the soil, we'll call it the soil, doesn't really mess with. You tell them, okay, Jam Master J, let's go to Grandmaster J, let's go to Baptist Stone Mountain to confront the white supremacists. Like those of us who are intelligent, we're not going there because we're not going to just kill ourselves and take ourselves out the mission. We're gonna let him and his folk go over there, and we're gonna conduct other missions other places. But we'll know that he's an agent when they really start promoting his actions and movements and don't report ours. Because if he's a real agent, then he's supposed to be reporting what we're doing. But we're not telling him what we're doing. We're letting him do what the hell he's doing so we can do what we do.
Boxing, Boston Boxing FK Mike says, that guy said talk outside. Sleazyaki says, I forgot about Al Sharpton with the perm. Earlier, Al Sharpton with the perm and the jumpsuits. Sleazyaki says he should change his name though. He should go back to what his name originally is. He should go with his government name since, But anyway, Virginia Slim says, why hasn't he and his group been labeled as extremists? He's on camera issuing threats to kill people.
We came to kill the Klan. This is the birthplace of the Klan. My brothers told me, don't you go down there. You'll get yourself killed. These my brothers.
I smell pussy. Everybody said they was coming. They ain't come.
It was supposed to be 10,000 soldiers. It was only 1,000.
And that sounds like a setup. Like, why say that? I mean, if you really going to do that, why broadcast that? That just makes it sound real, fishy.
Right.
Seems real premeditated-ish.
Right. So if they ever get into Go ahead, Antoinette.
No, that was it. No, I'm just agreeing with him. That's true.
Yeah. So it's like if they ever do get into a gunfight, they're going to go straight to the video clip where he said we came to kill him, and they're going to call it premeditated. And whatever they do with him is what they do with him. But the people that's with him with the guns, they're going to be under the jail.
Rico.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So come on.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia Slim says, all right, he said that. I read that already. HB2N said, I like her glasses. He's crushing on Antoinette over there. Lloyd Vell in the league says, Nashville stand up. Redemption song 76 says, the Rhythmics Ja? Question mark. Yes, some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you. People want to be swindled. There are a lot of people who want to be swindled. They want to believe in somebody. You know what I mean? London Taylor says 100. HB2N says, this question is for Schoolboy. He says, is Schoolboy baby mama still applying pressure on Schoolboy? Right? Well, Schoolboy, can I answer this? Nah, we can't hear you, bro. Your mic is on Teddy Riley, bro, via the system, not your. Go ahead.
I said, what's the question?
HB2N. I don't know if you know him. He's like a rapper in this of YouTube.
Yeah.
He said, is Schoolboy's baby mama still applying pressure?
Damn, is she what?
Applying pressure. Is she still applying pressure?
She's always applying pressure. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like a piece of coal, man. She calls me a dusty nigga all the time, so I'm like a piece of coal. You know what I mean? Like I'm just getting better with time, and all this pressure is just making me into a diamond. So it's all good.
There you go. There you go.
Listen. He is handling so well. Look at him. He got his shades on, got his button up, no tie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
No
real
tie.
casual, real casual today. You know what I'm saying? You can't phase a brother like that.
Nah, man. Because you know what? This is the thing, man. This is what I know. A lot of women like to talk shit outside the courtroom, but you get in that courtroom and they start getting real quiet when you know what the hell's going on. And I'm just I happen to be one of the cats who knows what the hell's going on. So I can make things happen in the courtroom that a lot of people can't do. It just is what it is.
Salute to you for that, schoolboy. Vijay Slim says Trump voice. Grandmaster Jay is the best grandmaster I know. And trust me, I know.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
He said people tell no other grandmaster can compare. Okay. HB2N said that's what I like to fucking hear. Turn up, schoolboy. And he just said, schoolboy just motivated me low key. That's what's up.
Yo, on some real shit, I'll say this about fathers' rights. If you're a father and you're having issues with that woman, yo, all the rules go out the window because they call it a custody battle for a reason. That's a war. So, you know, you got to go in that courtroom. You got to go in that courtroom and know exactly what you want and advocate for yourself. If that lawyer's not doing it and you're paying them, you know what I'm saying? You got to get in their ass. You hear me? You don't let them just walk around, take your money, and tell you what they can't do. That's not what they're there for. Only thing they need to be doing is talking your words through their mouth.
They work for you, exactly. So listen, one of the things I wanted to show you guys in as it regards to the Grandmaster J situation. This is a sister who does videos by the name of Michi X. Michi X has something called, I believe, the Black Initiative. I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe it's the Black Initiative. I believe they go on tour with the Black Initiative. She has a great following. She does a lot of good videos. And I think she almost got into it with him, and then they cleared it up or something like that. And they did a video where they came together to speak civilly. And this is no diss to Michi X or anything like that. But when I watched this video, it did strike me as a little clout chaser-ish when it comes to Grandmaster J. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, note this nigga's outfit. What the fuck is this nigga wearing? That's number one. This nigga got this dude's a short character. This dude got rhinestones on his shoulder. He got some type of like pattern, Bruce Lee-ish pattern cut out on his.
Yo, that's how the bishops in Atlanta be dressing. They be like, yo, I'm finna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? With the mega church pastors, they be like, ooh, nigga, I'm about to fuck them up. I'm telling you, that's how them Atlanta bishops be looking, man.
Now, look at this. Now, my man Virginia Slim says, why this fool dressed as a Mortal Kombat character? Exactly. You know what I mean? Now, if I play the video a little bit, I just want you to know, just check this nigga.
Yo, real quick, he got a head like Kurt Franklin.
This nigga definitely looks like it definitely looks like Kurt Franklin's cousin in this shit. Now I want you to notice as she's introducing him, he's getting ready to give his speech. He's wearing a mask, not for corona, because that's the ski mask. His nose is open. All right? He's wearing the mask in his own fucking home. In his own home, he's wearing a mask before an interview. Why is he wearing this mask before this interview? For no fucking reason. So he's sitting there. He's looking cool. In his mind, he's looking cool at least. You know what I mean? To me, he looks like a fucking clown. I'm just going to go out there. And he's got this little frown on his face. You know what they say about the screw faces. You know what I mean? That shit. So now he takes the mask off. So he had to get introduced. He needed to be properly introduced before he takes the mask off. And if you look at the stupid little frown smirk on his face, you can tell he's feeling himself. And then he goes on to give this long speech about how you know us from having the guns. and marching down on Stonewall, and they said we shouldn't. Yo, you should watch this video. Just go look up Michi X, Grandmaster J. At least watch the beginning of the video. It's interesting. I hope we're not lending him any fans, but if you're a fan of his, salute to you. You come here to think critically is all good. But this motherfucker is a straight character. He's a straight character with this Bruce Leroy, Hebrew Israelite-is fucking, I don't know what to call that fucking outfit, man.
Hey, shout out to The Last Dragon. That movie was amazing. Okay. Like, we don't talk about that enough. Like Black classics, come on.
Show enough.
That's everything I was thinking.
Mofo in town.
This nigga is definitely the Shogun of agents.
Ooh, he kind of looked like Shogun minus the hair.
Yeah, he definitely do. He definitely do. You know what I mean? So go.
Oh my God.
So Redemption Soul says, Slim, my God. And then she goes, Sleazyaki says, now I'm fucking with this bozo. If you can see the entertainment in this shit, yes, go watch his videos. You know what I mean? He got a whole nother rant where he does with the same fucking weird ass shirt he has on.
Looking like Amorphous.
Yo,
no clothes.
It's looking like more
face ass.
Man. I don't. Oh man. So Sleazy Aki said, "This my nigga now." Redemption Song says, "And the sunglasses."
Blue pill.
This nigga's wearing sunglasses in the house. He's frowning at nobody. He's wearing a fucking mask for no reason. He takes it off right before he decides to talk his shit. It's fucking character. I have to agree with Vanessa at very least, and J Doug. And J Doug did go on to say this in the original episode, I believe 4, was that the guy is definitely out here chasing clout, like every other clown on the internet. You know what I mean? My thing has always been, it's not about the clout, it's about the actual actions. You know what I mean? It's about what you're doing. And I also been like a student of people who said, fuck the fame, give me the money. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'd rather money over fame or actual actions over clout any day. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. But that's not the age we live in now. You know what I mean? Lord Vel in the league says, Grandmaster Slay is just as crazy as Kanye. Good point. Good point. I think Grandmaster Slay should be Kanye's security. What's your thoughts on that? I think he should be Kanye's security as he runs for president. Thoughts? Anybody?
We'll get Kanye fucked up.
Anything's possible.
Redemption says, finish him. But, and to speak on a real point, just like Slik said earlier, we can't finish anybody on the internet anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you can get into it with people. You can talk your shit. They can talk their shit about you. But as long as they turn their fucking webcam on, their cell phone on, there's always going to be somebody to watch. So you can't finish anybody. But he definitely looks like a Mortal Kombat character. But I just wanted to say that in regards to the finish him statement. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can finish anybody anymore in this day and age. There's no more 50 Cent and Ja Rules. That's not going to happen anymore.
Yo, he definitely finna hit the gut knives move.
Dragonfly Jones looking ass. All right. Virginia Slim says, yo, no Last Dragon slander. Nope, no Last Dragon slander here.
I wouldn't be funny. I love that movie.
Yo, I fuck with that movie heavy. You know what I'm saying? I actually met the Last Dragon once at a film festival. Ty Mac.
Yeah, this nigga know everybody, man. I'm surprised you don't know Grandmaster J.
Don't. But I know somebody who was at the march, right? So, there we have that, right? But I have had the pleasure of meeting a lot of people. That's just that. But I think that comes with just living in New York City. You know what I mean? For a certain amount of years, like, you will meet a lot of people in New York City. Keenan Kong says he looked like Morpheus mixed with It Man. And Mills Lane says no, not Morpheus. Lord Lavelle in the league says Grandmaster Slay has a Japanese version of a daishiki. Laugh out loud. That is like an anime. That is like an anime type daishiki, isn't it? You know what I mean? So HB2N says Kanye should just run with Kim Kardashian. She's done more for blacks than Obama. Well, she's definitely done more blacks. You know what I mean? I think that might be what he meant. Lord Lavelle, I want to apologize to you. We didn't open the phone line today. But I didn't get in touch with Muhammad. I was going to give those privileges to the fam that donates and stuff like that. And Muhammad was going to pass you the phone number. And Sleazy Aki, you have the phone number. If you do want to call, this is your moment. Because we will be wrapping the show up soon. But today we spoke about Kanye running for president, about him maybe allegedly being investigated. We spoke about him also possibly being working for Trump to siphon votes from Biden, and him Forbes alleging that he admitted that in a text interview. And we went through the whole Grandmaster Jay debacle. We spoke about if he's really an agent. Obviously, none of us knows for sure if he's an agent. We are not agents. We don't work for the government. We are not privy to that information. Slik is going to wait till the verdict comes out. He's going to let it go on. Steph believes he's an agent. Antoinette believes he's an agent. I myself also believe he's an agent. And at very least, if he's not an agent for the government, he's an agent of distraction. He's the agent of chaos. Clout. He's an agent of clout. Yes, the agent of clout. So I definitely want to throw that out there. And it looks like we're not getting any phone calls last minute. So yeah, man, this has been the morning rant. Come back tomorrow. We have more topics for you. We're going to play a song from the homeboy MC Mighty Casey called Crackhead Superheroes, which I might say your man definitely looks like some type of fiend superhero in that last shirt we showed him in. We wish you all well. Thanks all my co-hosts today for joining us and providing us with, this great commentary and feedback. Steph, Antoinette, Slik, Schoolboy, Vanessa, V.Smilez. Listen, we love you all. Last comment goes to Redemption Song 76. She says, done more for blacks. Agreed. And yeah, let's get into this song. And Crackhead Superheroes by the homeboy MC Mighty Casey.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
That's right.
Nah, it's a bird. It's a lane. This one's going out to all our fake superhero friends. My name is October Zero and Bandolero. And I'm with my man Mighty Casey, the rude boy.
Check it out.
He got something to say.
Get out. Yo, we don't need another hero. They just crack heads and crack holes, wackos and windows. It sounds funny, but I know that it's true. That deep down inside, man, they just like you. Hey, we don't need another hero. They just crack heads and crack holes, wackos and windows. It sounds funny, but I know that it's true. That deep down inside, man, they just like you. Yo, I heard the Flash was on speed and the Hulk was on crack. Batman got bagged up for beating on blacks. Spider-Man shooting up, you could tell by the tracks. G.I. Joe killed 100 little kids in Iraq. Wonder Woman went down, she had hard times. Now she sniffed coke and she stripped part-time. And I heard Professor X was molesting all the X-Men. Messed with Jean Grey's head since she was a freshman. Democrats is Autobots, Republicans Decepticons. Bushes like Starscream, Chains like Megatron. Fuck the whole world up, fighting over Energon. Don't give a fuck about who the fuck they stepping on. Now you got Lion-O cheating on Chitara. Had a couple furballs and said he ain't the father. That's how I know all these heroes ain't that super. Cause Clark killed Lois, she was fucking with Lex Luthor. And we don't need another hero. They just crack heads and crack holes, wackos and windows. It sounds funny, but I know that it's true. That deep down inside, man, they just like you. Hey, we We don't need another hero. They just crack heads and crack holes, whack holes in windows. It sounds funny, but I know that it's true. That deep down inside, man, they just like you. Watch who you look up to, find out what they up to. Some of them nuts too, messed up and fucked up too. They like to fuck too, drink and do drugs too. Some of them gangsters, some of them thugs too. Some like the front too, some is corrupt too. Watch your back, they might try to corrupt you. They say trust me when they mean fuck you. They say love me, but nah, they ain't love you.
Hey, shit, man, what's going on?
What up, man?
Yo, I heard He-Man on steroids, kid.
Get the fuck out. I could have sworn I seen Captain America in front of the White House stealing some lady purse, man.
They say Captain Planet was dumping some oil over in Alaska. I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I seen some butt-ass naked Power Ranger selling his suit for $5, man, down the block.
Check it out. You better watch who you idolize. Look into their private life. You might see their whole life is a lot of lies. Rip off a lot of guys' lies, commit a lot of crime. And when they do get caught, they don't apologize. They just lie again, blame it on some other guys. True story, biography, unauthorized. Watch who says who's good and who's evil. Cause evil play good and villains play evil. We don't need another hero. They just crack heads and crack holes, whack holes in windows. It sounds funny, but I know that it's true. That deep down inside, man, they just like you. Hey, we don't need another hero. They just crack heads and crack holes, whack holes in windows. It sounds funny, but I know that it's true. That deep down inside, man, they just like you.
Like you.
A body's always dropping, and all our babies watching. They chase him down and blocked him off and lost him while they shot him. First they chased us down, locked us up to profit off of cotton. And they chased us down, hung us up, and smiled while someone shot it. The universe is listening, but the devil's always plotting. So your prayers ain't loud enough because he only talks in violence. A secret code of silence that they use to maintain dominance. Those votes don't come with bullets, so tell Biden, fuck up out it. If a nigga take your chain, you go kill him. In the streets, that's crystal clear. Massa put them chains on you, give you 100 years. The heaviest chains be the ones that you can see there. A body's always dropping, and all our babies watching. They chased him down and blocked him off and lost him while they shot him. First they chased us down, locked us up to profit off of cotton. And they chased us down, hung us up, and smiled while someone shot it. The universe is listening, but the devil's always plotting. So your prayers ain't loud enough because he only talks in violence. A secret code of silence that they use to maintain dominance. Those votes don't come with bullets, so tell Biden, fuck up out it. If a nigga take your chain, you go kill him. In the streets, that's crystal clear. Massa put them chains on you, give you 100 years. The heaviest chains be the ones that you can see there. The ice so cold, blind your third eyes, optics, American pie a la mode, and everybody's riding. They shot him on his couch while he was eating Haagen-Dazs. They even shot her in her sleep, and she was out there saving lives. They shot Tamir for playing, he shot them just for praying. Then the cops went out and copped them Burger King with extra fries. The cops are KKK and they ain't even trying to hide.
I went and copped the big AK and then I got it supersized. I grabbed my vest up off the dresser, laced my boots up extra tight, kissed my wife and hold my daughter, hope I make it through the night. But if I don't, won't go out bleeding, I'll go out squeezing. Just like Gavin Long and Micah X, they both have valid reasons. When you shackled in the pressure, color justified your death. They yelling at you, stop resisting with their knee inside your neck. And that's just some shit that I'm supposed to sit back and accept. Fuck a check, ain't no rest until I get that cracker's head, nigga.
Blast that gat in your mouth.
The Klan no longer just wears white hoods and white sheets, but now the Klan wears black robes and sits on the judge's bench to rule from the courtroom. The Klan now wears blue uniform, carries a badge or a shield and a legal quote-unquote weapon. 2 or 3 brothers so bad, I'm blind, I'm crip. Damn white men come, you throw the guns under the damn car, throw the damn guns in the bushes, you make 50 niggas stand up against the wall, one peck of wood. I don't never read about no drive-bys at the police police station? I never heard of you shooting at the police station and busting on a cracker while they eat Dunkin' Donuts. You ain't got the heart, but you'll kill your own.
Dangerous. Somebody explain to me, what does this little face mean? Somebody tell it to me. Crazy. I must have struck a nerve, man. I had to. I don't know what I said, but I clearly struck a nerve.
Y2K shit. Wake up in the morning, the TV flash the signal. And ESP can hear the transistors in my earlobes. Cameras in the windows, cameras in my laptop, cameras in my windows. Don't move, they take a snapshot. Know somebody's watching, like MJ and that other dude. In your DMs, emails to mama, they check them too. Spank bang favorites and Amazon wish list. Algorithms, trigger words, they put me on they hit list. The 60s was a long time ago, but Abby Hoffman know we lost the war with capitalism, and now they trap us, yo. In the world where they commodify revolution, say you smart when you dumb, and when you smart, say you stupid. Likes and retweets, smileys and group thing. We chasing dreams that really mean nothing, but somehow define everything. Seems every day that I'm forgetting how to feel. Artificial soul trying to quantify what's still real. I sit alone in my room on my laptop, wondering if I'm a sheep too. I look around on the train and I'm thinking, am I the only one who has a clue? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm paranoid, or maybe I'm lost, maybe I got it wrong, but I can't shake the feeling of this nose eye. We're moving closer to Orwellian, Inksock regimen, quelling rebellions. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance heaven, the dollar's God. Consumerism is the new religion we can't afford. Still pawning all our principles to get it and wanting more. Meanwhile in Darfur, chemical warfare slaughters newborns with amnesty over once cosmic soul. While we binge watching power, somehow I started to see that I wasn't watching TV, the TV was watching me. Babysitting, doing data analysis while I sleep. Suspended animation faces, the matrix is battery. Why these racist corporate Satans vacation in Waikiki? On the yacht performing fuck buck rituals by the sea. Manipulating everybody, they feed us live to the beast. So rack a lamp on appetite, protein powder for greed. Devour your dreams, replace it with compliancy and memes. Skynet one, somehow it seems we becoming machines. Mr. Macintosh, Johnny Mnemonics in search of we. Vol 7 said they listening while you driving your V. Eric Snowden said they watching you while you beating your meat. Walls closing in, pulling our privacy out from our feet. I think it's time that we come together, wonder zealous. Merge the black, white, and brown with the wisdom of the elders. Cause when we all unite, there ain't shit that they could tell us. Put a fist in the air one time if you a rebel and then say, I sit alone in my room on my laptop, wondering if I'm a sheep too. I look around on the train and I'm thinking, am I the only one who has a clue? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm paranoid, or maybe I'm lost, maybe I got it wrong, but I can't shake the feeling of this nosedive, this nosedive.
But if you get to what the elites are into, their God says, you've got to get rid of these humans. I'm going to give you eternal life. I'm going to give you technology and this divine code.
Living in a simulation where the people's orchestrated speak the truth amongst the lost, and they still hate it. Why debate it? Any statement that brings changes, shit is major. How they cages, chemtrails and 5G. We need illegal herbs, not these crooked pharmacies. Please, snakes is working hard to split our families and hex our family tree. Paranoid, surrounded by some caucasoids on the train observing me, knowing damn well they propelling white supremacy. Reptilians blocking out these cosmic energies with distractive entertaining remedies. Walking amongst these zombies in these streets. See my people, dap them up. Remember that this shit's a dream and nothing's what it seems. Single mothers on the rise, niggas turning into bitches. Better recognize and force again your genders right before our eyes, rewiring and reconditioning the minds of little children, feeding lies, twisting paradigms. Hard for kids to see the signs updated by the ancients, moving with the time. This shit's divine. Meet and greet with aliens all the time. They think I'm lying. See them flying saucers in the sky. Pedophiles up in the White House trying to keep us blind. Poison in our food supply. Object for them snakes just to stay alive. Fuck the enterprise. Universe beyond our side, and it's why stars align. Unlike evil dark energies from the other side trying to hijack minds.
Fire, nigga. I'm on fire right now, fuck, nigga. I had the biggest comeback, nigga. Niggas thought it was over with for me, nigga. Y'all tried to count me out, nigga. I ain't forgot about that shit. Y'all niggas think I forgot, nigga. I ain't forgot about none of that shit. So I'm back with a chip on my fucking shoulder, nigga.
Wrote this with my eyes closed, or rose in Moscato. Intuition in the visions flow from out the cosmos. Niggas ask me how I made it, I begin if I know. I just went with my soul, and the rest just follow. She's a good girl, fuck that bitch, I'd rather deal with dollars. Say no to CashApp, I ain't tricking, bitch, you must be psycho. But I'm prone to lie though, just don't tell all my bros. I roll gelato in the Bronto, so I got the sky close. Damn, it's raining, grab my cane and pass my Prada poncho. The boots was leather with the tassels, those the Randy Macho. Goggles, Ferragamo, condos big as Costco. I popped the rhino, then she swallowed like it's Mr. Sacco. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. Modern life like Rocco, but I still pray to Shango. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's word to Gaucho. Rebel, outlaw, reckless, vato, ghetto, desperado. Aim the Draco, eating tacos, take your breath like tacos. Adjacent to Van Gogh, I'm chasing my shadow. The pain is the shackle, embrace it for battle. In the gym for 7 weeks, I feel like Boris Kojo. I mean Cujo with a new hoe, sober watching Kuso. With my old hoe, I forgot I fuck my hoes in duos. Football throws in 2 hoes, loopholes out with pool holes. That piece of coupon for designer, Gucci coat was 2-tone. School old Parasuco, shoot like Tony Kukoc. Bitch, I'm a Samson, no Delilah, put that on my tombstone. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's worth the Gaucho.